Oh my gosh. Honestly, I can't believe it. Man United have won 3-2 against Atalanta at home. Honestly, I really can't believe this, that we've actually got away with that. Winning 3-2. Obviously, I'm elated. Last minute goal from Ronaldo again. Feel like I'm pretty much on replay with that one. Obviously, he did it against Villarreal, and he scored some other important goals for us. Um, there's a lot to be said about this performance. First of all, the lineup. I thought it was an okay lineup. 4-2-3-1, McTominay and Fred in the middle, Rashford on the left, Greenwood on the right, Bruno number 10, and Ronaldo up top. Not surprised you went with that. Basically, the people that he could rely on, or he felt he could rely on, wants to almost go back to basics. That was a lot of the theme in the press conference, also in Rashford's pre-match interview, and even Ollie's pre-match interview. So I'm not surprised in the slightest that he opted for that formation. Now, one thing that did annoy me a little bit was when he was describing the formation as a 4-2-4 in his pre-match interview. One of the big problems we've had is wingers not tracking back, and going into the game, I thought we started off pretty brightly. I thought we looked up for it, definitely, no question about the application of the players. We created some opportunities. Rashford got in once, he was offside. A couple of other times he got in, he hit the bar at the end of the half as well. So we did create some decent opportunities, but when the really clutch moments, the important moments came up, we ended up conceding. Firstly, with ball being played out to the right wing back, I believe, our winger not tracking back, Rashford in this case, and then playing an easy ball across the box and being finished again, way too easy for us to concede. So that was a big disappointment, particularly because I thought, again, we were applying ourselves pretty well, and with that consistent pressure, I did feel like it was only a matter of time before we scored. So we continued playing, and we ended up actually conceding another sloppy goal from a set piece. Obviously, with the investment in the set piece coach, you really expect a bit better. This isn't the first time we've. I'm just trying to think. We've definitely conceded more set pieces this season, and it's getting a bit frustrating to see that we're not reaping the benefits in either box, really, of this set piece coach. So that was frustrating. We ended the first half. Boos rang around Old Trafford, 2-0 down, and it looks like Ollie's in trouble. Even Romano, he tweeted saying it's looking dangerous for Solskjaer, and dangerous was definitely the word. I think a loss here would have been so damaging for Ollie in terms of his campaign for staying Man United manager. So we went into the second half, and again we came out of the blocks flying. Definitely again the same intensity. I'd even say more intensity. Created some opportunities. It just looked like we were going to score. The fans were up for it, and we actually ended up doing so. Rashford with a beautiful goal. Bruno plays him through outside of his boot, kind of, but the inside of his boot, but he cuts across it, puts Rashford in. Rashford takes a touch and then slots it in the corner. Beautiful finish. I think he had quite a few opportunities, so I'm glad to see him actually reap some benefits of that with his goal. Obviously, Rashford's first full game or first start since injury, so it was nice to see him get on the score sheet once again. Carried on applying pressure. I think there was a bit of a lull, after one of the goals. I think it may have been our first goal, but in the end we managed to score with Maguire. Honestly, it was a great finish. I've been hoping for Maguire to score in the opposition box, obviously, for the longest. I felt like he gets on the end of our crosses and stuff. I didn't see it being a half volley into the bottom left corner, bottom right corner. It was an incredible finish. Great finish for Maguire. At this point, it feels like it's a matter of time. Old Trafford's booming. Solskjaer's made a couple of subs. He's brought Cavani on. He's brought Pogba on as well for McTominay and for Rashford as well. Again, we're applying the pressure, but it does feel like the momentum is slowing down a bit. But then it comes to a corner. Bruno, he plays a pretty rubbish corner in, cleared by the first man. That happened a few times on the night. We get the ball out to Luke Shaw on the left fullback. Luke pops a perfect ball into the box. Ronaldo climbs up above the centre backs and nods it into the bottom corner, runs into the corner, and celebrates. It was incredible. What a finish from Ronaldo. It's exactly, if you look at my preview, it's exactly what I was saying we need to be doing. We need to be optimising for the talent we have available. Ronaldo is one of the best strikers in the air, and we need to be delivering crosses, high quality crosses in the box, and he will dispatch them. And this time he did. Great sort of a comeback. Ronaldo was working really hard, it's got to be said, tracking back. I thought he played really well overall. I mean, I say one or two sort of issues in the final third, maybe he could have finished a bit better in the first half, but his general performance, I was quite happy with. It's definitely an improvement on previous games. We ended up seeing the game out, Matic coming on for Fred, who looked like he had maybe an injury, and then a few minutes later, that's all she wrote, 3-2. What a win for us, much needed win for Man United with the pressure mounting. 3 points takes us to the top of the group, and we go into the weekend on Sunday against Liverpool, which will be a sterner test. I think if we want to beat Liverpool on the weekend, if we want to really improve and kick on from these results, we need to work on how we play out the ball, how we play off the ball. It's not good enough that fullbacks are just having an easy run, overlapping, having an overload on our fullbacks. It's not fair. I see Greenwood do it. I see Rashford do it. Any of our wingers seem to do it. And I'm wondering whether it's an instruction. I did mention Solskjaer's pre-match interview where he talks about a 4-2-4, and that almost feels like he's implying that is sort of that he wants those wingers to be so high up, which I think is a big mistake against teams that like to have wing backs that push forward. Anyway, I don't want to be a party pooper. Take the win, take your 3 points. Great comeback. It's not good for my heart, but we did it. That is my review of the game. Let me know what you guys thought. Please comment below, like the video, share it, subscribe it.